Hey guys, and welcome back to the Retail Rip Review. Today we're going to put down our fat packs and blasters and check out something a little bit different and have a quick chat about things I know we've all seen on the shelves before. Mystery packs and repacks. Are they worthwhile, and what can we get in these? Let's take a look. So whether it's in a Walmart or your local card store or even on Amazon, you're going to find repacks. And they're usually in strange boxes or tins, and they often promise you all sorts of hits inside. Some of them sell for crazy prices too. And since the grading boom has taken over, you can find plenty of repacks for graded cards too, on top of the more standard mystery card packs. Some packs just have sealed packs from different years and sets in them, and other ones just literally have loose cards in them. Now you might ask yourself, are repacks worth it? Well, I don't think you need me to tell you that you're probably never going to pull anything of value from a repack, but I do think that they have value from kind of just a hobbyist perspective, in the sense that you find all sorts of different things in these things. You can find old cards, new cards, a mixture of, in between. It can be a real fun trip down memory lane, even if you don't end up pulling anything that would be considered a hit. Although some of them do promise you hits. What a hit is actually kind of leaves a lot to be desired in most cases. But I'm kind of interested in your experiences too. Have you guys ever actually pulled anything worthwhile from a repack? I can only speak for myself, but I know I haven't. I grabbed this mystery slab from a company on Amazon, and there's a ton of them on there, and some of them are priced pretty ridiculously. So if you do want to grab something like this, just make sure you compare the price tag with the fine print. I've actually gotten a mystery slab from this company many months before, and you may have seen it before in some of the older videos. It's just a 2020 Topps Chrome Mike Trout base card, but it's at least a 10. So using that as an example, this same slab retails for about $20. So at a price point of $30, that's not a total ripoff. Or is it? I originally chose this company because they guarantee you a player from a list of notable names, so at least you won't get a nobody. And this is not an endorsement for this company. I'm just using my own personal experience as an example. But most of these companies, including this one, give out cards that are rated anywhere from an 8 to a 10. And getting a 10 is all fine and dandy, even on a base card. But I got to be honest with you, the market is so fickle with grading that 8s and sometimes 9s just don't carry any value. Just using that card as an example again, a rated 9 version of that same card, the last sale I could find for it was only for $5. And I couldn't find one for an 8 anytime in the past few years. So that just gives you an example of how precipitous the drop-off can be in value from a 10 to a 9 to an 8. So unless you pull a 10 of something, you're probably not going to get anything that's worthwhile either. So you're double gambling on both the rating and the player. So this is really something that's for true degens. But like I said, as long as we accept this is all for fun, it doesn't really matter. So let's open it up and see what we get. All right, and we have a Corbin Carroll rookie debut card. Awesome. And this one has like a little keel to reveal here, so we'll see what the card is and what we got the grade on. So this is a 2023 Topps Update, just a base card of Corbin Carroll. Let's see what the rating is. It's a 10. So there you go. So I'll look this up and pop up the comps on the screen so you can see if we actually kind of, got our money's worth for that. But I'll be honest, I'm happy to get a 10 and happy to get a rookie card. Corbin's a great player too. So all in all, that's not too bad. Now let's move on to our repacks. I got a baseball and a football, but right now we're just going to focus on the baseball. So we'll save him for another day. They're both made by the same company called the Fairfield Company. If you wanted to check them out on Facebook, I'm good. The box promises that 1 in 8 of these will contain a hit. And I don't really know exactly what they mean by a hit. It does say it can contain parallels, autographs, and more. And to be honest with you, I've actually seen these opened pretty recently, this exact same product on another channel. So I did get a little bit of an idea of what to expect. And that person actually pulled an autograph in one of these. So I don't want to get our hopes up, but there is something that can possibly be pulled from these. Now that being said, I don't want to get our hopes up here, so let's just go ahead and check it out and see what we get inside. Oops. Well, not here to preserve the box anyways. These are just kind of like hot glued together. This gives you an idea of the, oh boy, of the craftsmanship involved. All right. This is actually a repack which contains loose cards in it, which you just know at that point it's just someone else's garbage. But let's see what we get. We also get a pack of junk wax, which this case is a Donruss pack. What year is this? 1988. 1988 Donruss. Maybe we'll open that up at the end. Let's take a look and see what we have here. This is going to have a mixture of new and old. So we've got some 2024 top stuff here. Washington Nationals team card. Look at that. I actually don't really expect to see things that are like really recognizable, but that's fun. Sometimes you'll see old sets in here that are really fun to see. Hey, there's Jeff Conine on the Topps Heritage. This is based on the 1953 Topps set, which is the same set that the Topps Living cards are based on, which I'm a big fan of. So that's cool to see, like that. And here we have a Gypsy Queen card here of Matt Cain of the Giants. I like the Gypsy Queen sets as well, too. They should bring these back. I feel like Topps just has a bunch of these kind of like old sets floating around that they could probably just bring back whenever they wanted to, but you never know. We got here Michael Fulmer. Got some nice heritage cards here. Jorge Julio. Melvin Mora on the Rockies. All right, we're starting to get into some older stuff here now. All right, here we got some old school Fleer cards. Chris Bando, Pat Perry. There's a major prospects, Jerry Brown and Mike Stanley. I couldn't tell you how major they were, considering I haven't heard of either one of you guys. Chuck Carey, Eric Shaw, sorry, I think. Here's a draft pick of Kevin Ory. What else we got here? Harold Baines. Okay, there's a name. Harold Baines on the White Sox. He was on a few different teams in his career. I feel like I recognize Harold as an Oriole more, just because that's kind of, when I grew up, that's what he was on. Pete Harnish of the Astros. It's so funny, you see some of these old designs, and then if you open a product like Topps Archives, you just see a lot of those same designs pop up again. So it's like seeing an old friend. Some 88 Donruss. This is the same set that's in our pack. It's Bob James, Ken Phelps, Mike Griffin. No big names here so far. Joe Niekro. Look at that. They're switching up on some different sets here. I'm not going to try to keep up with them because it'll just take forever. Pat Clements. I like that in the Angels, the old school California symbol. Jeff Hamilton. Stan Javier. I remember him. He's a stolen base guy, yeah? Yeah, there's 61. No, that was in the minors, but I think he did so pretty well in the majors too. Gary Sanchez. This is 2022, I believe. Or, yeah, I think so. Or 2020, sorry. Craig Lefferts, Jeffrey Leonard, Scott Bankhead. So you can see it's just really random. Here's a Donruss Classics. Carlos Lee. I've never seen this card before. Very interesting. Very basic design. But that's cool. It's like seeing stuff that I haven't seen before. Ty Wigington. He's ready for whatever's coming for him there. Giovanni Soto. Cardinals team card, kind of old school lineup there. I like that. Randy Veras, Wally Whitehurst. Man, who are some of these people? Mark Davis. No, I'm just kidding. Some of these guys I recognize. Not you, Rob Wilfong. I like that hair, though. Nice stash. All right, we got David Cohn on the Permanent Collection. That's an interesting card. It's got like a texture to it. Have to look that one up. That's interesting. Anything that's unique. All right, let's end it off here. We've got Dennis Cook. Wow. Jeffrey Leonard. Mitch Williams, the Wild Thing, but on the Rangers. Ivan DeJesus and Randy Milligan. Okay, so that was just a whole lot of nothing, but fun nothing. We got some heritage cards, some update Topps cards here. We got some Gypsy Queen. Got a little bit of everything. You know what? Let's go ahead and open our junk wax here just for fun. I'm not too super familiar with the 88 Oh, look at that. Ken Griffey Sr. on the Braves. That's really cool. I didn't even know he was ever on the Braves. You know what? We'll put you on the stand. And Dwight Gooden. Wow, look at that. I think I mentioned in another video, but Doc Gooden, one of my favorite pitchers as a kid, you know, just like as far as individual players are concerned. His rookie year, first couple of years were just so crazy. Let's go and see who else we have here. Dave LaPointe, Mike Kenneman, Bruce Ruffin, Jay Bell. Remember Jay Bell? Was he on the Diamondbacks later in life? Maybe so. Floyd Bannister, Darrell Evans, Jody. Oh, there we go. The Diamond Kings. I do like these. Anything with like an illustration, kind of like a painting type thing. Tony Fernandez on the Blue Jays. Got Billy Ripken. Awesome. Cal's brother. There's Tommy Gregg. He looks pretty confused. Scott Bankhead. It doesn't look like he wants to take that picture. And we'll end with John Tudor. So, oh yeah, we also got our puzzle piece. So if anybody else has a bunch of 88 Donruss out there and you're looking for a piece, I got your back. So I just wanted to open these up to give you guys an idea of what you can find in some of these repacks, and you can see why they can be a lot of fun. I think these sets were $5 or $6, so that gives you an idea of what you get for that price point. You get a lot of random cards, but some fun names to see. But in any case, we're just looking to take a trip down memory lane and see if we can have a good time. But I hope you enjoyed checking these out, and hopefully we'll have some more fun stuff coming for you in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in next time to the Retail Rip Review.